Shalom, shalom, dearest friends. I'm so happy that you're watching these videos because this is the very first time when I'm doing that, and I believe that also um, God is talking to us and He is giving to us His words of uh, encouragement, His words of strength, and His daily fresh bread. So let's continue with psalms or songs of ascents. And now we are at the Psalm 121. Let's read it together. A song of ascents. If I raise my eyes to the hills, from where will my help come? My help comes from Adonai, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot slip. Your guardian is not asleep. No, the guardian of Israel never slumbers or sleeps. Adonai is your guardian at your right hand. Adonai provides you with shade. The sun can't strike you during the day, or even the moon at night. Adonai will guard you against all harm. He will guard your life. Adonai will guard your coming and going from now on and forever. And let us look at the Hebrew meanings because, as you know, the Psalms and the Old Testament, the Torah, and the prophets, they were all written in Hebrew. And there are so many treasures, and I would like to share with them what God has revealed to me. And also, you can share what God will reveal to you afterwards. So let's go into the original meaning. A song of ascents. And in this very first verse, we can see the treasure, as I already said, that sometimes at the very first sentence or the verse, God is revealing to us all the beauty and all the treasures that will be uncovered and unfolding later. And in English, it said, if I raise my eyes to the hills, or the other translation says that I lift my eyes to the hills. So in Hebrew, the very first word is verb esa. Esa or lasset, it means to bear, to carry, to give a speech, and to marry. And this verb lasset, like there's so many meanings, right? To marry, to give a speech, to bear, and to carry. And as my Hebrew teacher said, that these Hebrew words, they can mean so many things. They are so meaningful, and in this verb, you can feel this a little bit heaviness. Why? Because like when are you going to buy groceries, for example, and you are having this huge package after you bought so many stuff, right? And it's not easy to carry it, right? Even if you go to your car, you have something to carry, right? And to give a speech, you can remind yourself when you were giving a speech, it's not that you go with the mood, oh, it's not a big deal, I will go and speak. It's always like you have some little nervous and you have this a little bit uncomfortable and heaviness that you might experience, right? And the same like when you're married. To marry, sometimes it means to bear another person, right? And so the author starts his song with the verb I will carry my eyes to the place where the hills or the mountains, actually the mountains are. Interesting, huh? Like if I raise my eyes to the hills, or I lift my eyes to the hills, but originally it says I will carry my eyes to the place where mountains are, from where will come my help. from where will come my help. This word El Harim, right? El, as we were telling that in Psalm 120, El Adonai, it means to the place, not only to the person, but to the place where this person is. And let's talk about like Esa Einai. I will lift or I will carry my eyes. Like if you're lifting up your eyes, it means that you are putting them upward, right? You are, and it's not very hard to us to put your eyes, like let's say I want to gaze on the subject that is up front or it's up for upward, and it's not a big deal, just like to set your eyes on the on the thing. But if you are carrying your eyes, it means that you are giving this a little bit effort to look to the place where your help is coming from. And like in the other psalm, in Psalm 36, it said that in your light we see light. And whenever you are looking at, you are becoming this, because when you're looking to the sun, you feel the warmth, you feel the heat, and you feel how it radiates right towards you. And when you are setting your eyes or carrying your eyes to the place where your help is coming from, you are you are expecting and you are sure that this help will come to you. And why to the mountains? Why to the hills? Because like if we remember the Jerusalem is situated on the hills, and it's surrounds by the hills. And if you are putting your eyes to the place where the assurance coming from, you're putting your eyes, or you're carrying your eyes to the place where not only your help but your stability, and you feel safe from this place. And then he said like, my help from the Lord, from Adonai, who Oseh Shamayim va'aretz. Oseh, he is creating, or he is doing things. He is making things, and he makes first heaven, and then he makes earth. At the beginning he makes heaven, and then earth came to be. And I think like from this very first verse we can feel that the Lord is encouraging us, and this author, he is uplifting his soul at the beginning, and then we can uplift our souls with him, because we can say it together with him, like, I will put my eyes, I will carry my eyes to the place where my help come from, and my help comes from the Lord who creates the heaven and the earth. And the spiritual comes first, and then we can see this great unfolding. And I believe that God wants to remind us that he is the author of all things that are invisible. And spiritual things, they are invisible, but they are first. They are the start. They are the beginning where everything else is unfolding from. And then he said, like, in the third verse, he will not let your foot slip, your garden is not asleep. Or, behold, he who keeps Israel will he will not let your foot be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. And in Hebrew it said that he will not give, and then the verb lamot. Lamot means to wobble, or like we know, rock slightly from side to side. So he will not give, to wobble your feet. Interesting. I love Hebrew because the construction of the sentence is crucial here. So we see two actions. First, Ali 10, he will not give, lamot, wobble. He will not give your feet wobbling or rocking slightly. He will not doze your guardian. Interesting. Like first we see like comparison of eyes that are looking to the things, they are watching, like everything that we understand and everything that is coming to our mind first is coming to our eyes, because we see, and afterwards we like understand this picture, we are examining this picture, and we are making the decisions, and we're making conclusions. But first we see, we look with our eyes, and then he says about your foot or your feet. Like what feet represents? Feet represents walking, walking your path. So basically he said that he will not give your path or give your walk be rocked or be wobbled with your feet. So, and this verb lamut, it also like we can see in Isaiah 55. Let's open 54 actually. The verse 10. He said like, and my covenant of peace will not be removed from you. My covenant of peace, my covenant of shalom will not be wobbled. Will not be wobbled. And it means that, like we can see that our God is a rock. Our God is very firm and stable place. Our feet can be grounded, can stand on him, can stand on his word, because he will not give our feet to wobble, to rock, to be shaken. And remember, when you are standing on the firm foundation, then you can say that you are like you stand firm and you're not shaking, you're unshakable. Like the trees, they have the roots that coming deep to the soil, and the roots, they are carrying that tree. Not the tree carrying the roots, but the roots, they are carrying the whole tree with the fruits and with the leaves. And the same, our God is carrying us, and when we're walking his path, when we are walking his ways, our feet will not be shaken. And then it said that the one who is guarding you will not doze, will not sleep. Shomer, shomer, it means to guard. Exactly, it means to guard. So God is guarding us. But interesting, like when the guard sometimes having his watchman, right? He might be tired from his service, and he might fall asleep, but not with our God. When he is guarding, he will not sleep. He will not even doze. And then it says, "Hine lo yanum velo yishan," and that behold. In Hebrew, it says behold, and this word behold always is carrying something that will be showing afterwards, like Ine, and then something will definitely and for sure happening. And he said, behold, like see, he will not doze, he will not asleep, guardian of Israel. Our God is the one who will not be tired of guarding us. He doesn't have a need for sleep. He doesn't have a need for rest. He can always be strong to guard us, and not, like when you are sleeping, it means like your eyes are closing and you stop watching what is happening around you, right? But our God, he will never take his eyes from us. He will never like be distressed or be dismayed or be, like something happened and I didn't watch it. No, his eyes always fixed on us. And then it says like in the fifth verse, uh, our God Adonai, God is guarding you. He is your guard. Adonai, he is the shadow from your right hand. And right hand in Hebrew means power or strength. Yeshua, he is sitting on the right hand from the God of the universe. And when God is saying in the prophets that I was searching for someone who will help me to stand against my enemies, and I found no one. But here, like behold, in my right hand helps me and strengthen me, and it means the right hand is the hand of strength. So, and God is your shadow from your strength. And then it says, right, the sun can strike you during the day or even the moon at night. Adonai will guard you against all harm. In Hebrew it says, Adonai will guard you from all bad things, from all harm. He will guard your soul. Your God will guard your coming out and coming in. Like exactly in Hebrew it says, your God in the 8th verse will guard your exit and your entrance from now on, from current moment, forevermore. And interesting, before you are coming into or you're entering the door, you need to exit first, right? You need to go out first in order to come in. And interesting, like every our move where we are going out and coming in, God will guard us. It means that his eyes are on us. It means that he will not asleep, he will not even doze, because he has no need to be to have this rest. He has no need. And so many times in this psalm we have this word guard, guard, guard you, guard your way. He is God of Israel. God, and I was wondering like what this author wants to say. He is willing to say that I need someone to guard me, because I don't know exactly what will happen during this path or on this walk or on this path, and I need someone to guard me. And he is saying that God of Israel, he is guard of Israel, and not only of every nation but of every person. And God is guarding you right now. And like everything, if you are with him, if you're on his path, if you are going his way, He is guarding you. He is watching you. He is not asleep. He is not dozed. He is not, and especially right now when the world is collapsing, when everything is falling apart, your God is not falling apart. Your God is not in this anxiety. Your God is not in like, oh my goodness, what I gonna do with all of that? Because He is God. He is the one who proclaimed. He is the one who said, who brought to existence everything, and He is not changing. He is still God, and he is not only on His throne. He is God, and there is no God except of Him, of God of Israel, Abraham, Jacob, Isaac, and Jacob. And in this ascent, like the author and wants to tell us that He is guarding me, and the sun will not strike at the day, and at night the moon will not hit me, because I have someone who is watching me at day and at night. Look, like when you are sleeping, when you are at night, like you are not guarding yourself. You are not aware of everything that is happening around you because you fall asleep. And even at that moment, your God is watching you. Your God is guarding you because He is faithful. He is the one who brought everything to existence. And He will help you. He will carry you. And what we need to do, we need to carry our eyes, to fix our eyes to the place, to the mountains, to above where our help is coming from, because our help is coming from, not from this realm, not from the earth, not from the friends, not from the family, but our help is coming from above, from the one who is watching us, who created us, and who is guarding us. Friends, let us rejoice and let us remember and carry our eyes on heaven, to the place where our God is. Shalom be to you, my friends.